Good morning. Lockdown day 9. So as I said yesterday, what I'm trying to do is to this week build in a bit of structure and progression in what we're doing. So yesterday we did the classic warm-up sequence. So what I'm going to do is the things I'm building this week, if you want to do a longer session, you can actually build them all together. So today we are going to be doing the sun salutation, Surya Namaskar, to use its Sanskrit title. Basically, the sun salutation is a complete set of movements in itself. So if you did nothing else, I often say this in class, if you did nothing else, if you do a few rounds of the sun salutation every day, every morning, then you are bringing full benefit to the whole body. I've been looking back on my old, this is my teaching manual, diploma in teaching, that I used last year, and yeah, it's very good. Obviously it's very thick, but it's the thing that I worked through when I did my course a couple of years ago. It was 2 years ago last weekend that I actually passed my practical in London, and how things have changed. Had a really lovely weekend with 3 friends who came as my class guinea pigs, and yeah, we had a great time. So anyway, I thought I would just go through this, because it's quite useful to have this in front of me as an aid memoir, and also it's going back to the basics of things that I learned on the course. And we actually spent, I think, probably 2 whole days actually going through it, learning it, teaching it to each other and that kind of thing. So here we go. So basically, the sequence stretches, mobilises, tones, massages and stimulates all the muscles, joints and vital organs of the body by flexing it in a series of forward and backward bends from the toes all the way up to the crown of the head. Traditionally, the sun salutation is practised first thing in the morning to the rising sun. So that's got a little bit early, hasn't it, after the clocks changed this weekend. Not that it really makes any difference at the moment. So anyway, so that's the tradition, and the benefits are it helps to regulate the breathing and focus the mind. The poses and counter poses, so as you remember, when we do a class, we might do one pose like a forward bend, then we do a backward bend to actually counter pose that. So again, the sequence builds on that. All of the muscles in the body gets a good they get a good stretch, and obviously the more you do it, the more warmth you generate, so it is a warming up flow. Again, if you do it quite quickly, then it will stimulate your cardiovascular system. Focusing on your breath also helps very much to, bring that connection between your breath and your body and your mind. And as I keep saying at the moment, I'm actually going to record a little video about breathing. When we are very stressed, our breathing comes from here, not full throughout the body. So if you're practicing something where you're stretching, moving and breathing, obviously we're needing to bring that full breath, that full attention to our body. You can also use, if you're going deeper, and I'm going to play this track which I used, one of the first little videos I did, which is on the YouTube channel. There is a mantra for each of the positions. Now that can get quite complicated to try and tune in, so I'm not going to do it here, but that will be on in the background. And as I think I've said to many of you in class, when I went to the first yoga festival, I actually did 108, and we actually had a live, there was somebody playing some music, and also somebody actually, they chanted through each of the mantras for each position, which was really nice. So anyway, so we shall begin. So I'm now going to stand up. We're just going to do 3 breaths in Tadasana to get us going. I shall pop the music on. I'll put a link into this on the Facebook page. But it's just going to be in the background. I'm not going to use the mantras or the chants for the positions, just for here. So when you're ready, let's just spread our toes nice and wide. Curl the feet out and in, and then re-spread your toes, connecting to the ground. And then coming up, straightening, tightening the thighs, pulling in the core, tucking under your hips, keeping your gaze forward. And then when you're ready, let's bring the shoulders up and round a couple of times, backwards, and then forwards. And then when you're ready, let's bring the hands forward, palms facing towards me, and just close your eyes for a second. And then when you're ready, let's bring hands together at heart center, and we'll do 3 of our circular breaths. So when you're ready, inhaling up. When you reach the top, exhale all the way round in a big circle. If you want to go a little bit further today to take another stretch, when we inhale, as we're now going to do now, you can come up onto your toes. Find a nice big balance, and then exhale all the way round, back to center. One more, inhaling up. And then exhaling all the way back round to center. Okay, I'm going to turn and face this way. Actually, I've been looking at the videos, and actually it's quite dark in that corner there. So I'll face this way so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to do 1 round really slowly each side, and then we'll build up the flow. I'm looking at the timing here. So we're going to try and go, I'm going to try and see how many rounds we can do in 10 minutes. So see where we go. So standing then on the front of your mat, the long edge of your mat, keep your gaze forward. And then when you're ready, we inhale the arms up, and then we come to our starting position, which is here, Anjali Mudra. Then when you're ready, inhale up, fingers come to touch. Exhale down, hands come out to the side, we bend our knees as we take our right foot back, untuck your toe, we're looking forward in our low lunge. We're pulling back, opening the chest, keeping the gaze forward. Hands are now coming onto the mat. As we then take that left leg back, we are in plank. Again, don't take the bottom up or down, back is nice and straight, gaze is forward. Knees down to the mat. This is the fun bit as we take ourselves forward, keeping your bottom high, sliding forward, looking forward. So the options here are Sphinx, elbows to the mat, pushing down, or Cobra. Then we tuck our toes under. If you're not comfortable coming all the way up into downward dog, you can just come up onto all fours. But if you want to go all the way up, tuck those toes under as we push back into downward dog. Now, the bit that I get confused in class, because as you know I'm very confused, is that we now take the opposite leg forward. So we're going to drop our left knee. The right foot went back to begin with. It now comes forward, followed by our left. Inhale up, palms together, ready to go on the other side. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Bend your knees. This time you're going to take the left foot back, knee to the mat. We're looking forward. Push down with your hands, taking back. We can hold the plank here now for 1, 2, 3. Untuck toes, knees to the mat. Push back as we then come forward. Looking up, Sphinx or Cobra. Tucking your toes under, pushing up into downward dog. Now this time we took our left leg back last time, so we're now going to take it forward. So drop your right knee if you need to. Bring left leg forward, followed by your right, and then inhale all the way up. Keep the flow going, inhaling up, exhaling down, right leg back, untuck the toe, looking forward. Push down, spread those fingers wide, push back into plank, holding for 1, 2, 3. Knees to the mat, untuck toes. Then we come through, keeping your bottom high, sliding the body out. Sphinx or Cobra. Tuck your toes under, downward dog. And then, as we took our right leg back last time, we bring it through. Followed by our left, inhaling up into prayer. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Left leg back, untuck toes, look forward, low lunge. push back into plank. When you're in plank, really try and lift up, engage the core muscles. Imagine those stomach muscles coming up towards your back. Knees to the mat. Untuck toes. Rolling forward. Sphinx or cobra. Tuck your toes under. Pushing all the way back into downward dog. You see, now I forgot where I am. I think it's my left leg. I bring forward, knee to the mat. Come forward, followed by right. Inhaling all the way back. Then we go again. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. This time, left leg back. Untuck your toe, looking forward. Push back into plank. Holding 1, 2, and 3. Knees to the mat. Untuck your toes. Rolling forward. Sphinx or cobra. Tuck your toes under. Push up into downward dog. I have lost the plot, so let's take our right leg forward, followed by our left. Inhale up. It's really difficult to count and know which side you're on. So we're now going to start again on our right side, pulling everything back. So when you're ready, inhaling up, exhaling down. Let's take our right leg back. Untuck toe, look forward, hands to the mat. Pushing back, holding 1, 2, 3. Knees to the mat. Untuck your toes. Coming forward, Sphinx or cobra. Tuck your toes under, pushing up, downward dog. Now we're going to bring our right knee forward, so forward it comes, followed by left. Let's do our left side, back to centre. Inhaling up, exhaling down, this time the left leg, leg back, knee to mat, looking forward. Hands down, let's push back, plank pose. Knees down, untuck your toes. Push the bottom back as we roll forward. Sphinx or cobra. Push up into downward dog. Then we're going to bring our left leg through, followed by our right. Inhaling up. One more round each side. When you're ready, you should be able to feel that heart going now. Last round. Let's do this one nice and slowly together. So when you're ready, inhaling up. Fingers come to touch. Exhale down. Hands to the mat, forward fold. Right leg comes back. Untuck your toe. Looking forward. Remembering to pull the shoulders back. Gaze, drishti is forward. Then our hands come down and very gently tuck your right toe under as we push back. Let's hold this plank for a little bit longer here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Knees to the mat. Untuck toes. Rolling all the way forward. Looking up, Sphinx or cobra. Tuck those toes under as we push all the way back into downward dog. If you need a little bend in the knees, then do. And then we're going to bring that right leg, swinging it through, followed by our left. Inhaling up, hands together. Last one. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, left leg comes back. Look forward. Hands to the mat. Push back. Holding in plank. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Knees down. Untuck your toes. Rolling forward. Sphinx or cobra. Let's tuck those toes under. Pushing all the way back. Again, if you bend your knees, remember we did this to warm up yesterday, you can actually take that bottom up a little bit higher. And then this time we're bringing the left foot through, so You need to drop your right leg, swing it forward, followed by the right, inhaling all the way back and into prayer. I think that was 4 rounds, just under 10 minutes. So, well done. Hopefully you all follow that. Right, sit down. So now I'll leave it to you how to finish. You can do a little bit more yoga, or you can just lay in Shavasana, or you can just sit nice and tall like the way I'm going to finish now, and just try and regulate the breath back to a more regular inhale and exhale. So let's feel this. Right hand on our stomach, left at heart center. Eyes are closed. If you can practice the Ujjayi breath here, so that's inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the throat to make that sound of the sea. Finish your last breath. Gently back open the eyes, come back into your seated position. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Remember, just a little bit every day is all we need. We don't need to be doing our classes. We don't need to be pushing ourselves out of our comfort zone. We just need to find our comfort zone and find a place where we can just settle and have a few moments away from all the worry. And as I said to Emma, who has been following some of these videos on Facebook about, what are you doing? Well, you're fine, and then you start Googling symptoms or Googling deaths and things like that. So we need to stop that, and we need to just focus on the things that we can change, which are our breath, and just try and keep healthy. So thank you all very much. Namaste. See you tomorrow.